You know both fighters very well. I wanted to get your take on how the fight goes down.
As I said, that's an intriguing fight because there's such different styles. And, Nakatani's style, I think, is a very difficult style because he's so long and his stance is so wide and he's, obviously a southpaw. And there's lots of different factors there that make him a tricky opponent to handle. But I just rate Inoue so highly that I think he's too good. But I can't wait to see how the fight plays out, though, because can Inoue dominate a fighter as good as Nakatani? I don't know. Can he knock out Nakatani? I don't know. It's an incredible fight and one that I'm really looking forward to watching. I think it'll be a close fight, but I think Inoue will win. But
right.
I'm excited to find out.
Yes, it's a very intriguing fight. What do you feel would be the key to victory for Nakatani? Should he keep his range and try to fight? Yeah,
I think so. He can keep his range really well, and he can be hard to hit because his legs are so far apart and he's so far away from you, while he can obviously still land his punches. And he's got some really difficult shots with his long uppercuts and long wide punches that it can be quite hard to read. And Inoue has been very successful against southpaws, but I still think maybe he fights better against orthodox fighters. That just might be the way I see it, but I think that Nakatani's style is very hard to deal with. So I'm excited to see how Inoue handles it because he's the best, and if anyone can solve the puzzle of Nakatani, it's Inoue. But yeah, I can't see Nakatani beating him, but this is boxing, and as we know, one punch can change the fight. And we've seen Inoue when he's been so aggressive that he can get caught and that he's been knocked down. And I think Nakatani has the sort of punches and the sort of power that could do the damage and could knock down and potentially knock out Inoue. For that reason, you'll be on the edge of your seat the whole fight because anything can happen. But I just think Inoue is so good that he'll work it out.
He'll find a way somehow.
He'll find a way. And, he's so defensively clever that it's going to be hard for Nakatani to land those shots. But when he's being super aggressive, which he will be, you're taking risks and you're vulnerable. So it's going to be exciting.
Do you feel like there's a possibility of it going to the decision?
Yeah, I do. Because they're both defensively so sound. They're very good. They both don't get hit by many clean punches. So it's going to be hard for one of them to really dominate the opponent or land a real knockout blow. But I wouldn't be expected if it ends in a knockout. But I think there's still a chance it goes to the decision.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
So it makes this fight so good.
Right.
I feel that I'm pretty good at predictions of fights, and I've had good success predicting fights. But this is one that's hard to predict. How it's actually going to go. And that's what makes the fight so exciting because anything can happen in this fight. And how one of them handles the other person's style is going to be really interesting to see because I don't think Inoue's fought anyone like Nakatani in terms of his style, and Nakatani hasn't fought anyone really like Inoue. So it's going to be really interesting to see how they handle each other and who's able to get the upper hand. So it's a great fight.